Hi guys, welcome back to my Brave X videos guide. Now I'm gonna review Yoshikiri EX+2 and EX+3 version. So let's start from his normal form. So the thing which is amazing is on EX+2 he gets 12 limit burst crystals per turn. So this means you always able to use his limit burst every 5 turns. Of course, you will able to use it sooner because you will get crystals drop rate from the enemy, but just in case you don't get it, you can be safe, okay, if you need to refresh your stats buff. And he also get nice 500 spirit and 1000 health. Maybe not much for health, but for spirit I can say it's huge. And he also get 30% physical evasion, so if you need to bring him into a situation where you need 100% physical evasion, this will be helpful. And what about his abilities? I can say that he able to give your party 120% ice and water resist buff. That is one of his greatest asset because this will help you to not take damage on content like dark vision. And yes, on normal form he can give your party 110% human killer buff. So maybe 110% maybe not that awesome, but remember, for character like, let's say, White Dragon Link, you need to fill her limit burst. So this use MP. So I can say it's good. And he also can become your bolting strike chainer. He learned triple cast, so he is good to go. And this bolting strike chain has 250 times and flexible element. So yes, I can say he is really good backup chainer. Not only that, this bolting strike also fill 3 to 6 limit burst crystals to all allies. So if you are lucky, you can fill 18 limit burst crystals to all allies in one turn. Amazing, right? And for the barrier, he also able to give it to your party 7,000. Maybe not spammable, but 7,000 is still nice on today's standard. And not only barrier, you also get all sets break, stop, charm resist. Very amazing, okay? You only need to give your party all elements resist and then you are complete. Okay, very nice. And talking about stats buff, he able to give you 230% all stats buff from his normal ability and 2 physical evasion to all allies. So yes, really complete package of buffer. And for of you who love Clash of Wheels, don't worry because on EX+2 he gets that 650 morale gauge. So yes, again, he is really great general buffer. And on EX+3 he gets 160% human and machine killer, but I think this one is not that necessary because you will see later that his Brave Shield limit burst also grants you human and machine killer. The thing you want to get from this EX+3 is the 45% ice and water damage. But again, maybe you don't need it that much. It is nice to have, but I don't think you need to force yourself to get it. EX+2 are already pretty decent. The only downside is he doesn't have chain modifier cap boost, okay? So yes, his damage won't be that great even when his damage modifier is kind of insane. And if you take a look on the limit burst, I can say that wow, the limit burst is also awesome. 350% all stats buff. It is one of the highest stats buff on the game, okay? Only Auron can beat it because 400%. And yes, it also increased all elemental resist by 85%. So again, if you need to not taking damage, you simply need to gear all your characters with 15% all elemental resist and tada, you won't take any damage. Really awesome, right? So that's for the normal form. Nothing bad from what I see here, but I can say his Brave Shift form is better. So on Brave Shift form, he almost able to do all the things on the normal form, but the difference here is he is focused on machine killer on this form. And on this form, he also has AoE imbue instead of single target elemental imbue. So this is really nice if you need to have fast up. And the best part is his bolting strike chain deals 400 times damage. So yes, it's high. If you combine it with triple cast, that means 1200 times damage within one turn. And yes, that's amazing even when he doesn't have chain modifier cap boost. Okay, so really amazing. And I think you should stick on this Brave Shift form instead of the normal form. And again, on this form, he able to give you AoE 150% limit burst damage buff using his Grandis, but I don't think that's amazing anymore. The amazing thing on this form is his Brave Shift limit burst. This Brave Shift limit burst, like you can see that it grants you 150% human and machine killer. That's why I said before, you don't need to force yourself to make him into X+3 if what you need is the killers, because only 10% difference, you can save your resources. After all, there is no Yoshikiri banner at this point. Okay, so save your code for other characters for daily fragment. X+2 is enough in my opinion. Okay, and the best part about this limit burst is it gives you 300% limit burst damage. It is awesome and it lasts for 5 turns. Okay, and it also deal damage, but again, like the normal form, I'm not sure which chaining family can chain with this 30 hits. Okay, too bad. That's the only bad thing from what I can say from his limit burst on the Brave Shift and normal form. Okay, and yes, you don't need to worry about the damage because after all, he doesn't have any limit burst damage boost on his passive. So basically, the damage is simply meh. You only search for the effects. So let's compare him with other buffers. So the thing that makes him really special is his spirit stats is insanely high. So yes, he is more durable compared to other buffers, except maybe Cetra Descendant Aerith. But yeah, you get what I mean. Okay, really durable, and he is not a SLB character. That gives him huge advantage. So from what I can remember, there are only 2 characters who able to give you 300% limit burst damage buff. Okay, Roka and the upcoming Frisia. But the problem with them is they are SLB. So you need at least to wait 3 turns before able to use it. But for Yoshikiri, wow, if you have Descent set up, you can, let's say, use Entrust or fill limit burst to full to him, and tada, on the first turn, you have 300% limit burst damage buff. Pretty awesome. Okay, you can deal insane damage right on the first turn. And compared to other characters who only able to, only one elemental imbuer, like Roka for Earth, and then Frisia for Wind, Yoshikiri able to imbue 2 elements. So that's already huge plus in my eyes. And of course, 2 killers on X+2. And even on X+3, from what I can remember, those characters only give you like 150% killers for one type. But Yoshikiri, he gives it 2 types. So Yoshikiri is really awesome. But if you don't have X+2 version, you don't need to be sad, because for human killer, you can use Elena, Brave Shift limit burst 150%, or White Dragon Link. White Dragon Link, I believe most players can have her because she is featured as free character from Clash of Wills. And for machine killer, you can also use White Dragon Link. So that's why I want to say for you is get White Dragon Link. Okay, she is really awesome buffer. So in the end, my conclusion for Yoshikiri, so he is probably one of the best buffer on the game. Okay, so I can say that my favorite buffer on the game is Bulwark and White Dragon Link, and the third one is Yoshikiri, because yes, very nice. The advantage this Yoshikiri has over Bulwark and White Dragon Link is his 300% limit burst damage. Other than that, for killers, for elements imbue, I can say that Bulwark and White Dragon Link are still the best on the game. Okay, and he also has Descent Spirit damage modifier, so really guys, really good character. And other downside is he needs to become X+2. So X+1 Yoshikiri at this point is kind of trash. That's all I want to say. Okay, so make sure you make him into X+2. So we get daily fragment dungeon on this week. So if you have X+1 Yoshikiri, I really recommend you to take him to make him into X+2 because he is amazing on X+2. And another bad thing is his Trust Mastery Word, STMR, and Vision card are kind of outdated. They are not good. Okay, they are not even good on the past. On today's standard, they are horrible. So really, when you pull him, you only get the character. Okay, so I think that's all you need to know about Yoshikiri. In the end, I can give him maybe 9 out of 10 if you make him into X+2. But if you only have X+1 Yoshikiri, maybe only 6, 7. Okay, really good chainer, buffer. Yeah, basically really awesome buffer. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Press the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave Exvius guide. Bye bye guys.